Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. What you see in front of you is our rip for today, which is the Topps 25 Chrome product. I know there's probably been a lot of folks that you've seen open this, and actually, to be honest with you, I did open a couple of these blasters off camera, and I did get a numbered card. I just opened two. I went out with the sole intention of probably trying to get some hobby, and went to my guy at Lids, as I've talked about in a couple of the videos. Went to the guy at Lids, and when he rang it up, I was just like, man, I don't know. I've seen a lot of videos of hobby boxes opening up, and that's $310 is a lot to pay for that. So I declined, or actually instead of buying the hobby, I just went ahead and bought the blasters that he had on hand. I opened those and I got a numbered hit. It wasn't a bad numbered hit. It was a blue to 150, 145 of 150. Colton Cowser on the cup card, not exactly tripping like Churio. And so it wasn't a bad little hit. Did get some of the notable inserts, the CPS. Got several of those. I think there's probably 4 in each box, and we can actually take a look at it. It does say 4 sepia refractor parallels inside. So, but one thing I did notice that when I opened those two blasters, you're only getting 28 cards, right? 7 packs, 4 cards per pack. I got more. Now I do know that last year I opened quite a bit of update Chrome. And if I got 4 in a pack, or I got 3 in a pack, or 5 in a pack, they always made sure that they took it out in the end, right? So I never got more cards than I was supposed to. But I did some counting last night, folks, and I opened 2, which is 56. I ended up getting 63 cards out of that rip. So I got more. So maybe that's the secret to the blasters, and I'll take it, because these blasters will run you about $39 a piece, right? So about $40, and you're not guaranteed any autos, but from what all the odd sheets are saying, that you get maybe a little bit more of the low numbered hits or non-numbered hits, and maybe more numbered hits in here. So 300 card base set, folks, featuring the Chrome versions of all the players of Series 1 and Series 2. You'll see a lot of the photographs are Series 1 or Series 2, and then there's a couple folks like Haesung Kim and Roki Sasaki. Their variations changed, right? So we talked about the 4 CPS. Keep an eye out for real exclusive Chrome rookie autographs, green refractor parallels, and other mini parallels just like this. And the whole time I was looking at that, I kept thinking that this was kind of a lava, but or kept mispronouncing that as a lava, but it's a ray wave. So we're going to open this 4, and we'll see if this 4 gives us a little bit more. The first batch I got, and actually I didn't get them from Lids, I got them from GameStop. And actually he had some megas there, and it was funny because the megas, he said, didn't go on sale until the 6th of August. So, I already had some blasters, and I would have taken the megas off his hand, but again, he said he couldn't sell them to me. But I don't know. I know that, I talked to him yesterday, and those hobby boxes are still there, and he said he just doesn't think that people want to pay that price. So we're going to get into this. We're going to take a look at this and make this our product review. It looks like we're going to get maybe an all etch or something off the bat. So, folks, please consider giving me a like and subscribe as we get started here. And this is that Fortune 15. I did not pull one of those in the first one. So first we got Drew Romo, and then we got a Fernando Tatis on the Fortune 15, and our Ray Wave is Tariq Skubal and Tristan Casas. So I'll just go ahead and go through, and this is not a refractor. I'll just go through, kind of go ahead and give you a rundown of what you can expect out of here, right? We've talked about that a little bit. But we haven't talked about, you know, kind of, you know, the nuances of the MVP buyback program, which is, you know, Judge, and everybody's saying it's going to be Judge and Ohtani. There's Kerry Carpenter, Ray Wave of Josh Hader. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, folks. There is that fanatical case hit, and I did not have an opportunity to even talk about that. And Jacob Wilson just shows up, and that's one of the big rookies. This guy is probably going to win Rookie of the Year, and we just, can we say that we just beat the odds, right? The odds were that, you know, that we wouldn't really hit a whole lot of good things in this, but they did say that your chances of the best value probably could come out of here sneakily, right? And guess what? That was a sneaky hit that snuck right up on me, and I'm not gonna put the sepias on the stand, but that was our first sepia. But there's a case hit right there, folks. Jacob Wilson. Sorry, Dad's name was Jack. Played for the Buccos. A Jacob Wilson fanatical. Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful card. So we got Darren Baker, we got Juan Soto. Here's our first refractor, Hurston Waldrop, and we'll put that over there with the Ray Waves. And there's another sepia, and Chris Sale. So we'll sleeve up the sepias because those guys, and we'll sleeve up the Fortune 15. I think what happened, folks, that fanatical jumped out in front of me, and I just got sidetracked because I was trying to, you know, do too many things at one time and not really paying attention to what I was doing with the rip. We get like that sometimes, right? We get a little sidetracked, especially when good things happen to us. So it was the Tariq Skubal, folks, that kind of, that's where I was headed. Tariq Skubal won Cy Young last year. So did, oh my gosh, I can't even think, you know, who was the Cy Young winner. It wasn't, Paul Skeens won Rookie of the Year. So did Luis Hill. Judge and Ohtani won the MVPs. And so all the award winners, and it'll probably come to me at some point who the Cy Young was, and Blake Snell. Sorry, folks. I was thinking Dodger, but I don't think he's with the Dodgers anymore, if I'm not mistaken, or he came over. But those guys have a gold logo man, MLB logo man patch on that they wore the first couple series of the season as the end of the year winners. And that's one of the things that you're going to be able to get out of here is the gold logo mans. If you're so lucky enough, I think that, you know, with all the breaking that's been going on, a couple of them have already been found. So this is our first Prism, Tyler O'Neill, and we got Will Warren. So that's what I saw Tariq Skubal, and I'm like, I need to talk about that, but you know, that fanatical got me sidetracked. So we got Mookie Betts, and our first 35th anniversary 1990 variation or parallel is Austin Riley. It is a really pretty card. So we got us another. There we go. That's a big deal right there. So when we talked about the MVP buyback program, Judge and Ohtani won MVP last year, right? So, you know, with Topps Chrome, and I got another banger card behind that. So we got a Judge on the Ray Wave. And so if Judge and Ohtani win MVP again this year, you can take those into your participating LCS to get cash back or store credit. So, you know, base cards are 20. This Ray Wave may be about 40. I'm not sure what the sepias are, but it's only for base variations, right? So numbered base cards, colored base cards. Sepia, that's another base. Those are what they're looking for as far as the variations, right? Not inserts. Like if you were to get this Fanatical or Judge or Otani or that 90 variation, that's an insert. Those would not count. So we'll keep getting after it. And it looks like we got more Ray Wave or Lava. I don't think we've hit a Lava yet. So we got Contreras, Luis Garcia, Hunter Renfroe on the Ray Wave. And then we got a Ben Rice. He's a good rookie. And then our last pack in that first blaster, which has been amazing, right? If I didn't hit that Fanatical, would we say it was amazing? Well, we did get a Judge. We got, and if he wins the, that, you know, that's a buyback. So we got Arenado, Scherzer, Cole Ragans, Corey Seager, and Jeff O'Neill on the sepia. We still got a Judge, so you could still say, wow, that's $20, and that pays for half the box. Or actually, with the Ray Wave, that's a $40 card, so that pays for the box. So, again, and that's what people have been really upset about, folks, is that return on investment. Because, again, seeing some of the hobby boxes that have been busted open, and again, if you're the big guys, the breakers, or if you're lucky enough, and this looks like a Power Players insert behind Kyle Tucker, and it is. So that's a Dylan Cruz, and Dylan Cruz is one of the Chase rookies from 2025. So we'll put him here, and we got Jameson Taillon on the Ray Wave, former Bucco, and Cole Ragans on the base. But if you're lucky enough to be able to rip a lot of that high-end stuff, and I consider that high-end, then you're probably going to be able to get some stuff. You got Mike Tauchman, Carlos Narvaez, and we got Ryan Mountcastle on the Ray Wave. James Wood, he's another big rookie, and Spencer Strider on the sepia. And I'll go ahead and do some sleeving up here and do some talking while I'm doing some sleeving. That way it minimizes my multitasking. But if you're lucky enough to pull that, guys, you're probably going to eventually, the odds are going to be in your favor, right? That the more you pull, the better chances you're going to get some stuff. But, you know, $310 a pop for a hobby box. And again, that's why you buy pre-order. You get it for significantly cheaper. But what if you can't get there? What if something's going on and you can't get to that pre-order in time? You know, hopefully your LCS will sell it for retail, or for what the promotion was that was on the top website. But if you can't, you may lose the opportunity to open that product in a larger capacity or a larger amount than you would have. So Tyler Stevens, got Fairbanks, that's his regular card. Shea Whitcomb, Cody Bellinger, and Christian Mina on the sepia. So let's see, we're still at it. We're still going at it. We're opening. We got Bryce Teodosio, Christian Campbell. Christian Campbell is one of the Chase rookies that was short printed in Series 2. So he's in Chrome. I'm sure he's going to possibly have a regular card or a base card, or, you know, just a regular card in an update. So that's a good rookie to pull. So it looks like we got, maybe this is an all edge. That's what it looks like. So we got a Jeremy Pena, Jesse Winker, and And Jackson Merrill on the all etched. That's a pretty card with Xavier Edwards on the Ray Wave. And Matt Olson, Mr. Atlanta. We got, so Jackson Merrill, it's a good all etched to get. I mean, you know, Jackson Merrill's one of those guys, right? He's a guy. And when I say he's a guy, that means that he's one of them dudes that you kind of just sleeve up, because again, you know, he has that kind of talent. So Seth Lugo, got us a bucko here, Billy Cook, our Ray Wave of Shota, and Christopher Morel to finish it out. And I'm really thinking, guys, I know that a lot of these I am getting more than four cards in the pack. I don't think I even need to count, because like this one's got 5 cards and I haven't gotten one that's got 3 in it. So this is Christian Yelich, Harrison Bader, and our refractors, Mike Yastrzemski. See, it says refractor on the back. And you can tell the difference between those 2 refractors, right? And that card in the middle. You can just tell the difference. And so the refractor on the back, which is a sepia, is Ketel Marte and then Xavier Sanoa. So let's put that base there. Let's sleeve up the refractor. Although it doesn't say refractor on the back of the sepia. You know what I mean. So let's get into our third blaster. Didn't get a buyback in that. Didn't get an all etch. Didn't get a numbered card. That's something we haven't gotten yet. We did get a case hit with the Fanatical. And folks, these four blaster boxes, I came home yesterday afternoon, and that was when my local Walmart stocks, and went into Walmart, and there was chrome everywhere. There must have been a case and a half. I mean, there must have been 40, 50 boxes. They were in 2 different spots. So looks like we're going to get another Fortune 15. That's 2. Remember, my first off-camera rip, I did not get anything. So we got Acuna. We got a Mookie Betts. We'll take that. And we got a Clase on the Ray Wave. And we got an Alcantara in the rookie base back there. So both of those guys will get some plastic on them. Mookie on that Fortune 15 insert. It's a popular insert, but less popular. And even less popular of an insert would be the all edge. So you notice we've gotten 2 of those and only one of the all edge. So looks like it's holding true to form. Folks, am I going to get another Fanatical? So there's Dylan Cruz. Is that what I'm seeing here? Holy. Wait a minute. That's Carlos Correa. I mean, that's not the name of Jacob Wilson, but hold on. Am I supposed to get, these don't come out like that, folks. They're not supposed to. 2 Fanaticals out of 4 blasters. I'm gonna have to do, so we got Garrett Crochet on the sepia, and then we got Brandon Lau, sorry, on the base. So 2 Fanatical. Man, is this like my Series 2 where I pulled the team logo? If that's the kind of hot hand I got right now, I'll take it. So Yepes, Caden Dana, and our refractor is Aurelvis Martinez. See, you can tell the difference, right? You can tell the difference. And so we'll sleeve up and we got Luis Angel Acuna on the sepia. We'll sleeve up the refractor of Aurelvis Martinez. Someone put down in the comments. I know, well, this is live, but hopefully I'll be able to, when I'm editing this, I'll be able to maybe do some little cool stuff to it. So maybe you've already seen the edit. I'm gonna really try to get this video up today. I am not the edit guy. I don't have the editor like old guy. Even though old guy is the editor, and we got that. We know that. He's trying to slyly put in there. I'm gonna have the editor to do that, but shout out to you, old guy. Keeps for some live entertainment. So maybe I'll hire an editor between now and then. And it looks like we're getting another 90 variation. So Nolan Gorman. Yep, it's exactly what it is, and that's Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar Henderson's a guy too, folks. I know he's not having the greatest of seasons this year, but he's one of those dudes for the Orioles. So we got Connor Norby. He's a rookie on the Ray Wave. Grant Holmes and Josh Lau. Now, folks, you know what? I'm thinking we're going to get an auto because we're doing so good out of 4 blasters. I would not be surprised to get an auto somewhere in this pack, these packs. If I would have gotten one, it would have been in that one because that's the 5-hit box or the 5-card box. So Goldie, Campero, Ray Wave of Jeremy Pena, and Josh Bell. Used to be a bucko. So last pack of blaster number 3. Man, this has been a big time rip. So we got 5 cards in here. I'm sure that's the CP on the back, but we do have a refractor in here. So Castellanos, Mark Vientos, Corbin Carroll. There you go, old guy. And Cameron Meisner, and then Mike Trout on the sepia. So there you go. There's your Corbin Carroll. It's all Senators mess. Look at that. But it's a refractor. In our last box of what's been a very, very good rip. 2 Fanaticals, whether those are less common hits or pretty sure I remember hearing Stryker say that they were case hits. I know you all, we all watch the same videos, right? Watch Pac-Man open a whole bunch of a whole bunch of cards. Watch Stryker open some. Watch Jabs open some. Watch Sky B open some. Hey, man. So we got us a 90 variation in this. We got a Shane Bieber. And so there's a James Wood, and that's a great insert to have. We got us a Josh Lau on the Ray Wave. Haven't got any lavas. I got a couple lavas in the last one, if I'm not mistaken, my off-camera rip. Folks, I apologize for doing things off-camera. I know you're not supposed to do that because you don't know. I would have hated to have done this one off-camera and hit those 2 Fanaticals back there. That would have been a shame. So sometimes you get lucky, and maybe the good man upstairs knew that, hey, Chris, you need to do, that just kind of tells you, stop doing off-camera rips. So there's Jaron Duran on our Ray Wave, Kaito Montero, and then Seiya Suzuki, who's having a fantastic season beside Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies. Got 4 packs left, folks. Let's see if we can't pull us another case hit or an auto out of here. Auto would be fantastic. Matt Olson, Yelber Diaz, and we got Nico Cavadas on the refractor and Gunnar Henderson on the sepia. So refractor. Again, let's do it. Let's keep it symmetrical, folks. And I might have my base is getting a little high and it's kind of hiding my Fanaticals back there. I want y'all to see what I got, right? 2 Fanaticals right there. Jacob Wilson and Carlos Correa. Wow. So looks like we got a 4-card box or pack. Garrett Crochet. Whoops, sorry. I moved my base out of the way. Nestor Cortez, and on the Prism, we got a Volpe. There's Mr. 3000 Ks. Clayton Kershaw. 3 packs left. Then we'll do us a little bit of a rundown. Man. So we got us, maybe is it that one of those, that's what it is. It's one of those stars, future stars. So we got a Matt Shaw. He's short printed in Series 2 as well. So he's got a regular card. We got us a Jackson Merrill, and that's not a bad insert hit right there. Jackson Merrill, because he's a guy. I said that earlier, right? So we got us a David Festa. We got us on the Ray Wave. Got us a River Ryan, and then Jazz Chisholm on the Sepia. Hold on. I switched it around, Chris. You switched it around, remember? Put your Ray Wave here, and your base over here. And folks, you know me. Everybody gets a sleeve. Dance like fan here. So Mike Trout on the base. Luis Ariz on the base. And on the Ray Wave, we got us a Will Wagner. And we got us a Marcus Semien on the base. Oops, sorry. Last pack, folks. Last pack. Can we get something out of here? We've already pulled some craziness. Let's get us a number card, right? So last pack, there's some color in here. And that's a numbered card. Nice. It's not in the auto slot, though. So Zach Gallen. And so Chris Bryant on the refractor. Let's kind of do this. Do a Hurston Waldrop. Our sepia is Nick Sogard. Chris Bryant again, he's hiding. I don't know who that is, but it's St. Louis, and it's Brendan Donovan. So number 303 out of 199. So last pack, we get us a refractor, the sepia, and we get us a numbered card to boot. So let's put this in here. These are our 3 hits. And I'll just put that there for the time being. So this is what we got, folks. So a bunch of base with, there's some refractors in there. This is 4 boxes, 4 blasters of chrome. I should have put some of the refractors in here, but we got a bunch of the Ray Waves, right? I don't think these are lavas. No, they're Ray Waves. Yeah, Ray Waves. I don't think I got any lavas, but we got some prisms in here too, right? There's a Volpe prism, all centered as mess. Look at that. Wow. So some QC issues, but not too bad. Not as bad, and maybe you guys' experience was a little different. But I only opened Chrome Update last year, and the QC on the Chrome Update was terrible. It was terrible. These are our inserts. We got us a James Wood insert, Gunnar Henderson. We did get us 1 judge for the buyback if he wins MVP. The guy is first or second in every category, guys. I mean, come on. The guy is just hitting 350. You know, and these are all our sepias, a bunch of sepias, 4 in each blaster, so there should be 16. I didn't count them all. There might be a little bit more because I'm positive that these bucks gave me a lot more than what I was supposed to get. So the hits of the rip, folks, the hits of the rip are as follows. Brendan Donovan numbered the green, or I don't think that's an aqua. Maybe it's considered aqua. It's an aqua. Out of 199, 03 out of 199, Brendan Donovan. And look at this. 2 Fanatical, 2 case hits out of 4 blasters. We got us a Carlos Correa on the Fanatical. Right there. And then we got us a Jacob Wilson. Eat your heart out. Vegas Sean. Eat your heart out. Now watch him come. He's going to probably pull. He's going to open 4 blasters and get a Nick Kurtz and a Jacob Wilson, and I'll be upset. That's okay. But man, what a good rip. What a really, really good rip for us, folks. What a really, really good rip. So now I'm going to do my sign off. If you stayed this long, folks, I really appreciate it. It's 30 minutes of ripping cards. And, you know, consider giving me a like and a subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. Comment down below. Let me know if you got this kind of output out of 4 blasters. And this is Walmart. Like I said, they opened, there was probably maybe a case and a half to 2 cases on the shelf. I don't know if I'm gonna go back because this is a $40 a box. So that's a little high end. You know, when there's a great possibility you're not going to get anything. This is our only numbered card out of 4 blasters, and we got those 2, and that's rare. Those are case hits out of 4 blasters. So only 1 buyback. So, you know, but that was a Ray Wave. That was a $40 card, so that does pay for a blaster. So again, there's some pros and cons. There's some give and take there, right? But I tell you, this has got to be a better value, in my opinion, than a hobby box. I haven't opened a hobby box. What I've seen opened, I would stick with blasters every single time. So that's my review. This will go up pretty quickly today, and hopefully you guys will see this, and you know, this can kind of inform your decisions on what you should do moving forward. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. I'm over 150 subscribers, and I'm going to continue to push out content. So thanks again, and until the next video, Vance Like Fan out.